Where do we advertise as full-service sex workers in Australia? Let's start with the main one that I use. This one is Scarlet Blue, and it's kind of your high end of the worker directories in Australia. It is the most aesthetically pleasing to look at if you jump on there and have a look at it now. In order to advertise on here, you need to have professional photos or professional quality photos. So some of the girls are self-taken, but they are sort of the top of the top photo quality. This platform charges us $132 a month. There are also upgrades like being shown on another state. So for example, right now I have an ad up in Perth and Melbourne because I'm going to be there shortly. That cost me more money, but just my basic being available in Brisbane is just the $132 per month. Using your available now for short notice costs nothing extra, but boosting your ad to the top of the page is about $15. For me, this platform is the most bang for my buck at my price point. And yeah, this is the one that I won't switch off while I'm working. Now, the next one I want to talk about is called Escorts and Babes, and I would say this platform probably gets more clicks. A lot of guys use this website in order to book workers. However, for me, it doesn't really seem to be worth it a lot of the time to have my ad on here, unless I'm touring through somewhere that's, like Newcastle, somewhere that's a little bit smaller. They seem to use these platforms more. I feel that at my price point, it's very hard for me to get work on that platform. But if you are pricing yourself more around the average, this will probably be a great website for you. I pay $60 per week, and if I want to show that I am available now for short notice, that costs additional money. I think it's around about the equivalent of $5 or $10. And to boost my ad to the top of the page is $30. This is good for short notice. I've got maybe 10 bookings short notice from this platform in my career. I don't always have my ad on there because it's just not worth it for me unless I'm doing short notice work. This website doesn't have the best reputation with clients in the same way that generally Scarlet does. Obviously, there are scams everywhere. But what happens, unfortunately, a fair bit with Escorts and Babes is the model gets verified and it's never actually her doing the work. So guys are showing up, they're seeing this ad thinking, wow, $180 an hour, what a bargain, look at her, she's a 10, showing up and it's somebody twice her age. So yeah, just keep that in mind. A lot of the guys don't really trust paying deposits and things that come through that website, and I just find it just a bit of a pain in my ass, to be honest. Now, the third one I want to talk about, I have an ad up at the moment. It's called Ivy Society. Now, back when they first launched, it was free to sign up, and I had an ad on there for quite a while before I did pay for their premium package, which is $99 a month. Now, back then, I did not get any work from this, and I felt that it was a waste of money. However, I've decided to give them a second chance, and I think it's just this month now is the first month I've paid for it again. And I think I've had 3 bookings come through Ivy. It seems to be hitting a younger demographic, so we're talking like 18 to 25 seems to be the inquiries I'm getting coming through, but they're legitimate, paid deposits, have come and seen me. So I am kind of impressed by this. I'm guessing that they've invested money into their own marketing of the site, but yeah, I would definitely renew that again and see if maybe this was a once-off for me. But $99, I think you get a certain amount of available nows, and you can get a spotlight so you can move yourself to the top as well. I feel like this is really worth it too. There are a few other websites. One I have used previously called Real Babes. I think I paid for a month's subscription on there and did not get any serious inquiries or serious work. However, it was just a 1-month trial, so maybe this platform does really work for other workers. I'm not dissing it. It just doesn't come up as high in Google search results. So you want to have a look at that sort of thing too if you're spending that kind of money. If I remember right, I paid somewhere between $40 and $80 for the month. Now, some that I've never used myself, there is one called Dakota Dice, which a lot of workers are on. I have never used it. I have no idea what the pricing is, and it's a lot smaller than these other ones I've listed in terms of traffic and knowledge in the general public. There is also a new one called Rolodex, which I've just started seeing pop up on Instagram. However, it doesn't look like they have many workers listed under them at the moment. I'm hoping I haven't forgotten any, but off the top of my head, this is all the legitimate, reputable websites. You need to be very careful as a client because sometimes you'll end up on websites like, say, for example, Secret Hostess, which is a scam website. Please do not ever book somebody through that. They have ads of me that are not my ads, and they're not linked to my number, and I have no idea what they're writing on those ads. So you know, you need to be very, very careful. If you're a newbie to this and you're really scared about getting scammed and things, try to do a little bit of searching up that escort's name and see if you can find anything through Google. See if she has social media. I would recommend, especially when you're new to this and you're worried about getting scammed, going for Scarlett or Ivy over escorts and babes, because I feel like there is less chance of you getting scammed through those websites. However, it does still happen. Anyway, this video was not meant to be me talking about scams, so I hope that's been helpful to somebody. And yeah, I would really recommend, when you're in a position to be able to do so, if you're a worker yourself, investing in professional quality photos to be able to get on Scarlet Blue, because I have got some of the loveliest clients and like biggest spenders through this platform. For me, it's been super beneficial, but we're all different in the way that we want to market ourselves, and yeah, hope that helped.